Thank you. Welcome to the webinar, everybody. I am Gwyneth Iredale at Propy, and this is our weekly webinar that we do. And today you are here to learn about our Transact and Earn program. And I'm joined today by Adam Brown, who is our VP here at Propy.
Hello.
Yeah. And my role is Senior Customer Success Manager. So welcome. We're pleased to have you. What I would like to just do a little bit of housekeeping here. If you would like to ask questions, please use the Q&A. If you want to introduce each other to each other, use the chat for the attendees who are here on the webinar. And we are streaming live across several social media channels. So thank you again for joining us today. Today we have our goal here is to talk about Transact and Earn, which is one of our programs. It is a way for you to learn more about Propy, explore our platform, and have fun while doing it and earning tokens. And what are the tokens here on Propy? Propy runs on blockchain, and they are utility tokens that are used in various ways. So the exciting thing today is the opportunity to earn 5,000 tokens, which are called Propy Pro tokens. So I'll give you a little bit of background on that, and I'll give you a walkthrough as well as to what it looks like to do that and how you can get started. Adam, do you have anything to mention there about what you'd like to cover on this call?
Well, I mean, for those of you who don't know, when it's usually like Joe and I on a realtor or a broker on a call, it's usually Gwyneth who's behind the scenes telling us all the things we're doing wrong and what actually the platform does. So I think it's refreshing to actually let the subject matter expert of all things Propy shine on this call. And I think I would just get in the way and say things that probably weren't accurate. So I'm excited for you to show everyone the new Learn and Earn program. I think it's super exciting. I think realtors who are really smart are always looking at ways to make core services work through their title and escrow partners, their mortgage partners. And I think this is another good value add to the traditional real estate suite. So I'm all ears, Gwyneth. I'll be here for you, but I won't be much help. So I'll listen in like everyone else.
Great. All right. Well, thank you. So I just outlined what our goal here is with the program. It's similar to our Learn and Earn program, which many of you may be familiar with. We've taken it one step farther. We are allowing you to earn 5,000 tokens by using our platform when you do an end-to-end transaction and use deposit payment on our platform. So I'll show you not only that, but also a little bit about how else you can earn tokens on Propy, and you'll be getting a tour. Now, if there are people who are new to Propy who don't know what we're about, I'm just going to land our screen here on the website, propy.com. And our whole goal is to make real estate transactions faster, easier, and more secure. And we do it on blockchain. So that's why we're mentioning tokens. Tokens help unlock smart contracts on the platform, and they power our ecosystem on blockchain, and we use the Ethereum blockchain. So just a little bit about that. We just recently launched Propy Title, and they have a website, Propy Title here, and this is all about bringing title to Web3 and bringing it into the modern age of blockchain. So this is what the 5,000 tokens relates to, the ability to process payments and also end-to-end transactions here on Propy. So if you do not have an account on Propy, this may not look familiar, but this is our very simple and easy to use platform, you're going to see that the user interface design is very familiar. We've really made a beautiful presentation that it's simple and easy to use. And this is where I have logged in. If I go back to Propy Propy the website, I sign in right there. For those of you who want to earn tokens right away, you would probably go right to your general settings and convert to an agent. And you could do simple things like edit your profile here. And you can finish out your profile by adding your phone number. Why? Because you're going to get immediate notifications all throughout the platform, because we're all about transparency. You'll see that recurring theme on Propy. You will also have the ability to put in your license number as a licensed agent in the United States, and a little bit more about your agent profile here. And then, of course, click Save anytime you make changes here. Uploading your profile picture will earn you tokens. So what does it look like to earn tokens on Propy? You have what we call Propy Wallet. So you can go to your profile in our nice, clean and simple menu here and go all the way down to My Pro Balance. So as you work through the platform and you do sort of everyday things on dealing with real estate, adding photos to listings, finishing your profile, you will see a notice that you've earned awards. 10 awards for this, 20 for that, 100 for this. And we'll show you how to earn some of those there. I would also ask how many people have an iPhone, and have you already downloaded the iOS app from the store? You can certainly do that, and then you will get an account where you can do this as well. You can check in at properties on the map and earn 20 Pro tokens for each check-in. So there are lots of ways to get started earning tokens easily. Logging into your account, or if you don't have an account, get that iOS app. And if you don't have an iOS app, if you have an Android, we'll give you ways to connect with us at the end of the call. All right. So what can you do on the Propy platform besides earn tokens? Well, you'll be earning by doing. So one of the best loved features of Propy is offer management. So I'll direct your attention to our menu where we organize it by listings, creating a listing, which generates an offer link. And I'll explain about that in a minute. And the offers that are created for a listing you may have go onto a dashboard because they're generated by the buyer's agent. So this is sort of an aha moment for agents using our platform who are listing agents. So when you create a listing, just by adding photos, you'll be adding tokens to your balance in your Propy wallet there. And if you are an agent who has a listing and you're expecting multiple offers, even 3 offers, I've heard 40 and 50 offers, anywhere in between, this is a problem solver. This creates a dynamic, customizable online spreadsheet where all your offers are easy to compare. And we have communication tools, and you can decide when and where and how you share these offers with your client, the seller. There are ways to share this whole dashboard. Each individual offer, if I open it up and look at it, can be shared, and you can keep your clients, whether they're buyers or sellers, either side of the deal, in close communication with instant notifications. So the other part of our platform, I'm just going to give you a quick overview, is called transactions. And here is where you're really going to earn tokens. So adding documents to offers earns tokens. We have the ability to start a transaction at any time and add documents into a transaction. So this is what it looks like when I'm a busy listing agent and these are all my transactions going, but they're just simply lined up in this nice, neat dashboard where I can sort them by status, price, and more. And I can open each one. And this is a first look at what a transaction looks like on Propy for some of you. And I'll explain. It's a simple interface. It's all about the transparency that is our mission here. And one thing that it is involving transparency is inviting your client and your deal participants or partners into the transaction. So we give them this unprecedented visibility into the transaction. Here's a simple view of where you are. And then inviting them here, you will see the list of participants, and they have certain permission levels to see certain things they're meant to see. And this is also where you would invite a buyer. And this is the beginning of the journey for online payments. And this is where, if you take it from beginning to end here, this is where you can earn those 5,000 tokens. Anna has just joined me. Anna is the CEO of Propy Title, and thank you so much for joining in. Perfect timing. This is where the initiated deposit payment would be for the accounts that are set up, and Propy Title offers title and escrow services, and she would be able to set up the ability for your buyer to push a button to initiate payment. And it's right here on this platform. It would just appear right here. So Anna, I'm going to take a minute here. I'm on the screen where I'm showing where the deposit payment would be initiated. And if Propy Title were handling this, do you want to talk just for a minute about what that feels like?
Sure, absolutely. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I was on another call. Happy to explain this. So the deposit payment portion of the platform provides your buyer with two different options. One, to pay directly through the platform, just like a Zelle or Venmo type payment, or there would be another additional button that your buyer can click to get the wire instructions if they chose to do a wire instead of paying their earnest money through the platform. What that does is it comes to your buyer directly in an encrypted message. Nobody else is able to see those wire instructions, and that's what makes it very, very safe. And it eliminates the fraudsters from getting in and getting that information or getting to your buyer, so that preventing fraud in the long run. That is our goal.
I was just going to try to show it on my screen. So let me pull my screen over to show what it looks like when you do that.
Anna, how was the first couple of weeks? I know the answer already, but how have your first couple of weeks of launching of Propy Title been?
It has been very overwhelming, but welcomed, of course. Everybody has been wonderful in getting their calls in, and we've been setting up a lot of demos. I've been demonstrating what they are. Our volume has picked up quite a bit. People are very happy with the platform, showing them the transparency and how it works with their buyers. We haven't had any complaints with any buyers or sellers. It's been amazing. It's been great. I can't imagine that we didn't have this kind of software long ago. And I think the largest part is that it's so safe and secure. It's fast. We record in the county and on blockchain. So in the end, when the buyer receives their deed, they receive that stamp on there that shows that their deed is on blockchain. And then that entire deed is searchable on the blockchain. So it's pretty fantastic. Everybody is in the beginning was, I don't understand what this is, but the more that they've educated themselves and finding out that we also do the traditional type transactions, not just NFTs and cryptocurrencies. Most people thought that we only did cryptocurrency and NFTs. And when we explained that we do the traditional type transactions just in a more safe, more secure environment, people are loving that.
Excellent.
Have you had any calls like I have from other title companies to have me explain to them how we close on blockchain? It's
Many.
and
Yes.
I look at them and I say, let me get this straight. We compete with each other, but you want me to explain our special sauce to you. If you don't mind, I want to take notes. I've got my head of marketing and our legal team here. I think I'm going to pass on that one.
Well, so yes, I've had several come in, but it was just, the founder just today released saying that we will open this up to other title companies. So if any other title company is interested in working on the Propy platform and learning how to close on blockchain, give me a call. Actually, don't give me a call. Send me an email. I'll send you a link to get on my calendar. We'll set some time up with the people who make the decisions for that title agency. And I'll show you how it's done, and I'll be able to provide you with a cost list of what it would cost for your agency to get on board.
And for those who don't know, Anna, you and your team through the platform have closed over $4.5 billion worth of real estate here in the U.S. on chain. Like, to your point, you create a QR code, give it to the homeowner. They can look at the QR code, see all the docs. They can do an Ether scan. So all the data is funneled through traditional avenues as well as on chain, correct?
That's correct. Yes. That's what makes it completely transparent. They have their records for a lifetime. They will never go away. So if they need it for their taxes for the following year, they don't need to go back to their agent. They don't need to go back to the title company. They can get those documents directly on the Propy platform.
Speaking of the platform, Gwyneth, we'll give it back to you and let you finish up.
If Anna has no more, yep, I'm happy to get back here. So a couple things that were mentioned here. Yes, this is a place for storing all the documents forever, that they're safe on the server here. And I was just showing a little bit about what the buyer experience is. It's an invitation to initiate the payment and just a few screens to get it going. And these are the steps that sit on top of blockchain. But of course, if that's a conversation you want to have with your clients, that's great. The blockchain is time and date stamping these steps. And these steps are based on the rules of real estate in your market. So whatever documents need to be signed, you can skip steps. But this is where we start to build the blockchain address and get that, obtain that. That can go on the deed and get registered with the county. And yes, this is an immutable record that the transaction occurred cleanly, unencumbered, based on the rules of real estate in your market. And that's the beauty of blockchain. But we are also here today to talk about how to earn tokens. So there are a couple of other ways here that I will point out. So I'm going to just pause and see if there are any questions about end-to-end transactions here. I'm scooting over all the deep details here. Maybe I should just take a minute on that. Anticipating questions. Not only do we have a place to store documents and manage files, we have all sorts of things that are happening automatically in the background, like auto assigning documents to a checklist and automatically changing their file name to match the checklist item. So know that we've got a development team that's done a fabulous job of building in this self-driving type transaction here. Here's a quick look at a checklist. That is a way to check whether people have signed documents that are required, if they're missing. You can edit the checklist. You can have a library of checklist templates. And of course, you can have forms. So we're just launching now the idea of a forms library. And we will have forms available here for you to download into the transaction. And while we are talking a little bit about documents, let me show you how else you can earn tokens. So I'm going to leave the transaction side without going into too much detail about some of our other features here. And we will jump right into earning tokens by adding photos to your listings. What do I mean by listings? These are listings you can create manually. And in some cases, they flow in from your live listings on the MLS in certain markets. And it literally takes 10 or 20 seconds to create a new listing. Why am I creating a listing? It's to have Propy generate an offer link, which is a website address. We can put it on the MLS, and buyer's agents will be invited to use that to make their offer. They type in the very top terms that help you advise your client, the seller in this case, on what is the best offer. And you saw that nice offer dashboard. Oh, this is how the link is generated. So I'm going to, just for the sake of time, go into a listing that has already been created. I'm going to click edit, and that here you have the information about the listing. You can mark if the seller is acceptable of cryptocurrencies. If you want to share the offers as they come in with the seller, this is the place to do that. Now I'm going to find some photos to add to here, and just you can drag and drop, or you can choose them by exploring your computer. And if I just look here and pull out, I'm looking over at my images right here, and I'm just going to click on maybe another image, and I'll have another nice interior. I'll just put that one in. And by adding actually several images at once, you can earn tokens that way. Let me just try to get some images here. And drop them here. And then you have additional details here, and you can fill that out if you wish. And it's a good idea to add disclosures. So I'm going to go into here and my other computer here. And I have some documents here. I'm just going to drag and drop something here. And then submit the offer. So there we go. 10 and 100 tokens. So a total of 110 tokens have just been added to my account here and my Propy wallet. And I now have accumulated 600 Propy tokens.
All right, Gwyneth, can I ask you some questions? Put you on the hot seat?
Absolutely. Yes.
All right. So
I love being on the hot seat.
I got a few questions for you. Anna, get ready. Hop off mute here because these might be for both of you guys. So Ether and DeFi has been getting hacked. How is Propy addressing the potential issue of hacking?
Oh, you're asking me? Well, DeFi, usually what the hacking is personal wallets. It's people who are sloppy with their passwords and such. The actual blockchain is not hackable. So the Ethereum blockchain, if you're talking about Ether as a currency, that relates to possibly the vendor who maybe the exchange. But the platform we built on. Now, these are tokens that are utility tokens. And I haven't heard any, if people put these tokens, if they withdraw them after the certain lockup period, depending on how they earn their tokens, and move them to a wallet, the responsibility is then on the wallet to be unhackable. And sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, the Propy platform and Ethereum are very stable. It's when people get into phishing, spear phishing exchanges where you get into some gray area. So, hey, Gwyneth, on the blockchain, how is the documentation tagged? I don't know this answer. By property address, tax account number, owner, what is that?
Well, on the blockchain, the there are IDs that are associated with the documents here. So the documents themselves are not recorded on or filed on blockchain as a best practice on blockchains. They just don't do that. So they are referenced by an ID, but it's a coding ID. So that they're not visible on the blockchain. They're just referenced there. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a coding thing.
I would have just made an answer up, so I'm glad you were on here, Gwyneth. I would have just said the address, of course. So, hey, Gwyneth, the pro tokens, we've talked a lot about them. We've talked about, well, obviously, they're tradable on Coinbase, first ever and only real estate token, utility token to be traded on Coinbase. What is the purpose of the token?
Yeah, well, it is a utility token. So when we unlock smart contracts with tokens, there is a gas fee, and we're getting a little technical here. So sitting underneath our platform are smart contracts that relate to these steps. And these steps are typical in real estate transactions. That's the problem we're solving, is how to reduce these steps and automate as much as possible. So when certain conditions are met, when a smart contract, says if this, then that, do this, and this, pay this, all those conditions in the smart contract are met, certain gas fees are required to unlock those smart contracts. And we have about 5 of them here. And the tokens are generated in this ecosystem that we've built. Well, you're earning by doing, and you're generating tokens, and you have your pool of tokens in your wallet. And when we start requiring the gas fees paid to unlock the smart contracts to reach the blockchain recording at the end of the transaction right here, then we will use those utility tokens. That's what utility tokens are designed for in ecosystems that are related to for example, Ethereum blockchain with smart contracts. I'm getting a little technical, but it sounds like the audience is ready for that.
Will the tokens that we hold, when people have tokens in their wallet or in our wallet, will we be staking those tokens?
Well, staking means that you're holding them for like a set period of time, and that usually relates to investment tokens. Yes, you can consider these investment tokens, but we don't really technically do staking. Right. We have different promos that go on, and some of them have a lockup period. And for example, this one might be the end of 2022, but then they're withdrawable. So it's not technically staking.
No, they are not staked.
Right.
Okay. Anna, what questions do you have?
Just so people understand, these tokens are earned by doing tasks and are used to pay. Exactly. Yep. They are earned by doing tasks related to managing transactions, from offer management down to the transaction platform. These are tasks that are related to what you would expect to do in real estate anyway. Checking in on your iOS app. Real estate agents check in to active listings all the time. So, and we're nothing to do with the NFT that we're talking about today here. This is traditional. I've mentioned the ability just in passing to pay with crypto, but we're really talking about a traditional transaction here. Our platform is suited for traditional transactions and introducing payment with crypto. The NFT document management, well, the documents for NFTs may run on our platform, but that's another thing. NFTs are separate here for now.
Anna, does your title and escrow team, do they do just crypto deals? Is that what I'm hearing, Anna?
Not at all. We do cryptocurrency. We do NFTs. Understand on an NFT, there is no escrow involved with an NFT, so it's title only. And yes, we handle that NFT. And we do all traditional transactions to include residential and commercial property.
So if I'm a traditional agent with a traditional cash buyer or a mortgage-backed buyer buying a traditional house, your team can handle traditional deals, any and all type of deal.
Any and all type of deals. We just do it securely by using blockchain technology.
So you're qualified to do all these funky, fun deals, the sexy ones, but the bread and butter is the 95% of traditional deals. Your team can handle all of those deals better, quicker, and more safely, and sometimes even save a little bit of money for most of our agents out there across the country.
Yes, I've been doing this business for 23 years, and I got to say that, the majority of people in this field are very old school. So when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain, which are two separate items, I'm sure everybody on this call understands that, but I do get a lot of people who ask, they're thinking that cryptocurrency and blockchain are one and the same. So I just wanted to get that out there. Where we're going on blockchain and the ability to accept cryptocurrency as payment for purchasing a home or purchasing a duplex or an apartment complex, those are things that we handle as well, but we do the old school version as well, just in a very more modern technical way. Very safe, very secure. No fraudsters can get into what it is that we're doing. And I just have to say that I can't believe that I heard about blockchain back in 2018 coming to title and escrow. And for the longest time, there was this huge gap. I was approached by Propy last year in January of 2021. They showed me what it is that they were doing. And there was no way that I could not jump on this bus to have the opportunity to work with this company because of the direction that they were going. So that gap from 2018 until January of 2021, I hadn't heard a thing. And I am involved in every way, shape, and form in the title and escrow field. So there wasn't anybody getting into this. Now there's a lot of people who want to know, okay, how do we do this? How do we get on board? When I say people, I'm talking about other title agencies. They're now slowly coming up on and saying, okay, how do I get involved? How do I make it more safe and secure for my customer? Because people care. We care. Our largest challenge in the title and escrow industry is keeping the buyer's money safe, keeping the payoff money safe, all the funds that come into a transaction, keeping that safe, and the buyer and seller's information, their personal data. When hackers get in and they get that data, that gives them the opportunity to commit title fraud. So having a secure platform that is immutable and that does not allow for the ability to get in makes it so much more safe for our buyers, for our sellers, for our agents, and even banks. So it's been great.
Yeah, just to add a comment about why is it immutable? Why is the blockchain immutable? I'm sure there's some people on the call who may not be familiar with that. Well, the whole point of blockchain, it's a distributed ledger. It means that there's a consensus distributed across a lot of points or nodes. And how is that gained consensus? Well, that's a little bit about mining, but there are servers out there, and it could be hundreds of them. They are smart contracts are audited by top blockchain experts, and they agree that nothing has been changed from the prior block on the chain, and this one is okay to go. So we have checks and balances on the security of, no changes have been made, and if 51% say we agree that this looks like nothing's changed and it's good to go, then we gain consensus and the smart contracts run. Of course, this happens in a short period of time. It sounds like a lot, but that is how a blockchain is secure, is that you don't have one title company office whose file cabinet burns down in a fire or their server gets held for ransomware. No, there's no single point of failure on blockchain. It's distributed on many, many servers, like the internet, right? So blockchain's kind of like the internet. Internet is about exchanging information. Blockchain is about exchanging value or transferring value, to make it really simple.
All right, guys, this is the fun part of it. I need short, quick answers. Gwyneth, give me the top 3 reasons brokers tell you they love using our platform. Once you get them up and running, once they see what we do, give me the top 2 or 3 things quickly that you hear from our Propy army.
Yep. Well, I think it gives them an advantage in their market to deliver transparency.
One.
It also gives an advantage to talk about crypto, because we have the Crypto Certified Agent course to teach agents how to be forward thinking about Web3. So we're forward thinking, and we give them the tech tools. We give them solutions to real estate challenges, juggling multiple listings, managing properties, the transactions on a simple platform that's easy to use. And those are my 3.
Anna, I'm going to do the same thing. So I've had the luxury of seeing Anna in meetings with brokers and agents all over. It's easy for me because if I set the meeting up, I know Anna comes in and can close it because agents and brokers love her. But let's just all use Arizona, Anna, since I'm there a lot. Give me like the top 2 or 3 reasons that brokers and agents who use us in Arizona love you and the team.
Okay, that's very simplified. Security, transparency, and speed. Those are the top 3.
Security, transparency, and speed. And just to be clear, Anna, you do traditional deals too, not just crypto deals?
Yes, the majority of our deals that we do right now are traditional.
I'm going to get you a t-shirt, because nothing frustrates Anna and I more than when we hear people say that to us. We want to pull our hair out. Gwyneth, when you get brand new people that come to the system and you train agents from across the country, thousands of agents, everyone loves Gwyneth. We go to conventions, they say, "Hi, Adam, it's Gwyneth here," which is not great for your ego, but I get it. When you get brand new agents that come to the platform, what's the 1 or 2 things that they see that they say, like their aha moment, the things that we're doing that no other platform out there is doing for them?
They say, "Where have you been?" Because we solve
No one's
problems.
ever said that to me, Gwyneth, in my entire life. No one's ever said they were looking for me.
Yeah, not me in particular, but our solutions here. We, like I said before, we solve challenges, communication, which is transparency, right? Automation.
So what do you mean by that? Transparency in what way? What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So, for example, when something happens, whether it be new documents are uploaded, a signature is obtained, the deposit payment is made, offers are in, the agent controls who gets those notifications to set it up in the beginning, and then they fire off automatically. So you say, "I want my seller to get notified by text and email automatically when new offers are come in." Boom, they happen. You set it up once and they happen. You want to share that dashboard,
right?
Boom, boom. And they love that because that could be part of their value proposition to their clients.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You live it every day. Anna, I'm a real estate agent. I'm in Denver, Colorado. I'm up in Colorado with you, running around, hiking, skiing, doing what people in Colorado do, living the good life. When I close with Propy Title and Escrow, do you pay me my commissions in traditional fiat, or do you try to pay me in your guys' coin? Like, how are you messing with my commissions, Anna?
Well, I'll tell you, it depends. Every transaction is different. Okay. So it depends. It 100% dependent on that contract. So if it's a wallet-to-wallet transaction and that buyer or seller is receiving cryptocurrency, if that agent that is receiving a commission on the buyer and seller side, if they do not want to accept their commission in cryptocurrency, then there needs to be an exchange. We do that exchange. We make sure that the exchange is there, because if you think about it, there are other fees that need to be paid in fiat. Taxes, for one. The counties will not accept cryptocurrency for their taxes. Hopefully, Florida one day will be the first to accept cryptocurrency as their tax payment. But right now, there isn't any municipality that accepts cryptocurrency. So there's got to be a conversion of some way, some sort, somehow, right? So that is dependent upon the buyer would be responsible in paying what they need to pay to purchase that property, whether it be any kind of cryptocurrency in a stable coin. There's going to have to be somewhat of a conversion into fiat.
Yeah. So just to be clear, if it's a traditional deal and I want to get paid traditionally as a realtor, you have no problem with that, right?
Not at all.
It's like Arby's. We can have it our way. So
We can have it our way.
You'll pay fiat. Very rarely, if agents do want to get paid in crypto, we can do that.
Yes.
That's one of the great things about on the sales side is we can do all these funky transactions, but we are really, really good at the traditional deals. I know agents sometimes get really anxious about picking up their check or getting wired their money in real time. So that's more than fair, and Anne and her team will handle that, no problem at all.
Yes.
Okay, Gwyneth, you ready?
Yes.
What are the things that you see brokers and agents utilizing that they should utilize more to make their business better? Like quickly, one or two things that once you kind of bring people on board, they have their aha moments. That for all the agents out there that are listening now, what's one or two things we could do to help streamline their business through the transaction platform and the offer management platform?
Wow, that's kind of tough because we have agents with transaction coordinators, agents who do it themselves. So we're designed for both. To spend a little bit of time to understand how to use the platform. Doesn't take long. Call us if you get stuck on something. I would say give it a try, practice. So there are a couple of tips for creating a practice listing. Just use maybe the name of a city. Don't use your business email address that you've got an account on. Just test it with a made-up email address that you can check later, like disposable. And we're happy to connect with you to show you what that looks like. So give it a try.
All right, and Gwyneth, I'm not letting you off that easy. Any NFTs upcoming?
Yes, we are announcing a new NFT. It's there is a place where you can ask for more information. Let me just see if I can get a, here we go. No, there's a place to sign up for news about that. I would also just watch our social media platforms here. We are on Instagram. We have a Telegram channel or group and other places. And maybe somebody on our marketing team could
well, I know the open house is this weekend. It is going to be only on Saturday because Father's Day is on Sunday. So we couldn't do a full weekend. Saturday will be live there. They'll have the
Where is it, Anna?
I'm sorry?
Where is it?
Well, I guess I should say where that is, right?
If you're inviting me over to your house this Saturday, you got to tell me where it's at.
So it's in Orlando. It's a great condo. Look out for more information, as Gwyneth said, on social media. Look on our website. There's more information there. I think the sale will take place on the 29th. We will have a webinar on the 22nd to go over a few things with that NFT. And there you go. There it is. The sale starting at $430,000.
I had to ask the marketing team if it's okay to show. Yeah.
Well, if we have an open house this Saturday, I think we can talk about it, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's a great home. I met with the listing agents. I've been talking with them, off and on for the last few months. They finally went ahead and decided to move forward with it. It's a great place. Title came out just great. There was no encumbrances, no liens. It's amazing. I mean, I can't wait for this one to come out. Everybody should be on board when it comes up to sale. Bid on it.
Yep. And the transfer of ownership happens over just a few minutes from wallet to wallet. So there are a couple of things you need to do, and the details will come up in further communications by the marketing team. If you've already registered with us and are qualified for KYC, you can certainly make an offer as well. All right. Well, we have run out of time. Adam, what would you like to add? You've asked the two of us, Anna and me. What would you like to add?
I mean, I'm the most politically incorrect of the three, so I'll go on my 2-minute rant. We're doing another NFT. People say, you guys you don't do any more NFTs. We have over 1,000 homeowners on the wait list. We're the first ones to ever do NFTs globally. The first ones to do NFTs here in the States. First ones to do NFTs through on blockchain through having leases and renters involved. First one to ever put real estate on blockchain. Doing it again down in Orlando, 10 minutes from Disney. Doing another NFT. People said it couldn't be done. We work with the best lawyers in DC and Florida. We do it all the time. There's a funny quote, and I'm getting a little bit worked up, but there's a funny quote I think it's by Roosevelt. He said, there's people outside the arena who want to judge people in the arena. But when you're in the arena fighting the fight every day, that's the real judgment. And so you got a lot of people in the industry saying, oh, Propy's doing this or doing that. But we're doing it. We're doing all these things. And people want to say, oh, I would have done it differently, but no one does. And so, I'm super proud of the team, super excited that the house that we're NFTing going live this week is 10 minutes from Disney. It's a beautiful place, traditional homeowner selling it on the marketplace, multiple offer situation like all of ours have been. So super excited about that. We're launching a new avatar program. Be listening to that. We're super excited about that. We're teaming up with some of the best companies in the industry for that. So, the team is just kicking ass every day. The things that they're putting out, launching title and escrow coast to coast, on chain, working with the top brokerages across the country. We're having to help out other title companies figure this shit out. That's pretty exciting. And so, I'm pumped about it. Kudos, Gwyneth, to your customer success team for carrying the torch and having thousands of happy customers. Kudos to you, Anna, for letting me ask you over and over, if we do traditional deals, which we do traditional deals, don't forget it. So I think there's a lot of great credit to go around. The huge team, we have a global team every day writing smart contracts on the Ethereum network, growing. Natalia has had several billion-dollar ideas just in the last couple of years. She's one of the brightest rainmakers in the industry, and everybody in the industry would agree with that. So exciting times. I know the markets are in a challenging time, facing headwinds, but if you've been listening, we've known that we're in a bear market, but this crypto blockchain thing is going to be here for a long time, and we're super excited.
Yep. And Adam, with your leadership here, you are becoming the face of crypto at Propy. So grateful for how you explain it so clearly.
That's scary. I listen to Natalia every day, and I take about 90% of what she says, and I try to do it the best I can. But thanks to both of you guys for being on the webinar today. I think it was a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Ditto to what Gwyneth said. Adam, you are not just, a brilliant man, but your speaking ability. I had the opportunity to go to an event with Adam where he took off on his own and was the only panelist up there. I thought I was going to pee my pants because I laughed so hard.